Hello, everybody. Thank you for finding us here at Press A to Talk. This is our continued Untitled Tier List series. In the last episode, we ranked all the starter Pokemon first forms, and now we're going to do the same thing with the second forms. But first of all, I'm Kurt, and I'm here with John. John, how are you?
Doing well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine. Okay, so we're just going to get right to it. Starting with Ivysaur. I think I told you this yesterday before we started recording. I think Ivysaur is like peak Pokemon design. It's the perfect balance of ferocious and adorable. Um,
hmm
I don't know that anything on this list is going to top Ivysaur for me, for being honest.
I could get behind that. That's why Ivysaur is going to go for S on my list as well.
Okay, okay.
Uh, just this will probably come up as we go through this list, but Gen 1 is just absolute great gem when it comes to design of these starters. So,
Yeah,
but,
and he's
mhm.
blue. They're making Bulbasaur green. If you look at the last video, he's like really green, but then Ivysaur and Venusaur are still blue. So I don't understand what they're doing to Bulbasaur.
Mhm. I do agree with that, and I do like the color of Ivysaur compared to the Bulbasaur we were looking at before. I do enjoy that more bluish color. It really makes it stand out compared to the leaves of Ivysaur. And I guess I'll go ahead and jump to number two,
Yeah,
unless we want to praise Ivysaur a little more. But if not, Charmeleon, I will go ahead and put in S tier as well. Ivysaur.
really, really.
Yeah,
Tell me why.
I, I, I just really like his design compared to Charmander and just the stage two evolutions for Gen 1. Just their design just outdid the Gen the stage one for me. So
Really?
S tier, yeah,
So I mean, I don't want to like jump ahead, but you're saying that
absolutely.
Ivysaur, Charmeleon, and Wartortle are all better than the first three?
Well, Squirtle is going to tie with Wartortle
Okay,
because Squirtle was a S tier in my first list.
gotcha, gotcha. Okay, well, Charmeleon's fine. It's just like it's a less cute Charmander. Like it doesn't strike that balance like Ivysaur does. Like they're trying to make it look too
Mhm.
mean. He kind of looks like a Digimon. I don't know. I just
I could see that. He does kind of look like a Digimon.
yeah, I'm not like upset about it. I just don't think he's like great.
hmm
But
I
anyway,
can understand that. So that's why you went ahead and put him in C.
oh yeah, yeah. That's
Okay,
I thought about D, but I like him a little more than that.
right.
Speaking of, it's kind of hard. I think I'm gonna put Wartortle in A. I like Wartortle. I think it's a cool design. Have you ever seen the like I don't know if it's fan art or if it's like abandoned concept art of like Blastoise, but it keeps Wartortle's like foamy, feathery features.
No, I have not seen that.
I think it's pretty cool. And while I do like Blastoise's design a lot, like if those like feathery features had like carried over to Blastoise, I might like Wartortle even more than I do. But he kind of sticks out in the middle, just with some weird features that the other two just don't have at all. It doesn't feel perfectly cohesive. That being said, I really like his design. As a standalone, Wartortle's amazing. I just think he would be S tier if his design was more like cohesive with the rest of his line.
Absolutely. I can get behind that and I believe, jumping away from the starters, Gen 1, Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite also had that problem. And I
Mm-hmm.
think it came down to there were different designers working on each of the different Pokemon. So there may have been just a little miscommunication about, parts of War Turtle that were designed that didn't get to Blastoise because you are right, the ears, for lack of a better term, of
Mm-hmm.
Wartortle do not match the other two at all. However, Wartortle still makes it to S tier for me because this is actually my favorite Pokemon that is not a dragon. So
Oh, really? Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
yes, yes,
So we didn't know that we loved turtles. We also didn't know that we loved Squirtle together. We need to let's go get a coffee sometime, okay, and just talk about
exactly.
stuff.
Yes,
So where are you putting Wartortle then?
well, it's S tier.
That's what I
Gotta
figured.
be a S tier.
That's what I figured. All right, Bayleaf,
Bayleaf. Ooh, we're gonna put Bayleaf in B tier.
B
Um,
tier.
yes, B for B for Bayleaf.
More like S for Bayleaf. I think
Yeah.
Bayleaf is my favorite um Bayleaf and Ivysaur are probably like my favorite Pokemon on this list, and I think Bayleaf probably has the strongest design of any of the 9 Gen 2 starter forms.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about it. I really like it. I think it's a cool step up from Chikorita, and I think there's kind of a weird like departure when we get to Meganium. You kind of lose the leaf on the head.
Right.
I guess I did.
There's got to be one. There's got to be one that doesn't fit the full line
Yeah.
for each starter generation, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say I like kind of gave Wartortle some negative points for doing that exact thing, but in this case, Bayleaf's not doing that. It's a Meganium that's doing that. Bayleaf is following the designs of the line, so I don't know.
Exactly,
I really
yes.
like Bayleaf, and I really like Bayleaf in the anime. Like Ash's Bayleaf is so cute, so freaking cute. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay. Right, your pick. That's right.
Quilava's gonna go. Quilava's A tier. I like Koala. It's like a long Cyndaquil.
Yep, I agree with that. And I'll go ahead and also put Quilava in A tier.
Okay. Yeah, no reason not to.
Overall, I thought the design really felt like a teenage Cyndaquil. So it's a good way to liken it. So I was like, yep, that's good. A tier. And then Crocodile, feels the same exact way when it comes to design. It does feel like a middle ground between the two, and overall great design for Crocodile. So we'll go ahead and put him in A tier as well.
Mm-hmm. Before I place Crocodile, I want to touch on what you're talking about. The middle forms do kind of have like a teenager look. It's like baby, teenager, adult. Some of the Pokemon kind of lean into like the awkward teenager angle a little too much, I think. Not so much in these like first 2 or 3 generations, but jumping ahead a little bit, like
later on.
Yeah, jumping ahead a little bit, we got like Quilladin, Dartrix, Raboot, just that kind of stuff. It kind of leans weirdly into that teenager angle a little more than I would like.
Yeah, Inteleon, I feel, is exactly that route.
Yeah, Inteleon's kind of a freak, but Megan likes him, so I didn't say that. I'm gonna put Crocodile. I like Crocodile. Do I like Crocodile enough to put it in A tier? I'm gonna put it here in B, and then I'm just gonna like think about it for a little bit.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, that always understandable.
Yeah, and then Grovile's A tier. I think it's really sleek. Really sleek. It's another one that I really like from the anime.
See, I don't think Grovile's is that bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in go B tier with Bayleaf.
Okay. Not that bad.
Well, yeah.
What about?
Basically, for my list, C to F is gonna be I don't like it that much, and then how far down it is on that list is how much I hated it. And then the opposite fact is for me, B to S. B means it's pretty good. A, I really like it. S, great design, love it. It's ultimately what this is gonna boil down to for me.
Yeah, for me, it's more like S is perfect, A is amazing, B is good, C is neutral, D is not good, and then F is actively dislike with severe prejudice.
Okay.
So all that being said, where are you putting Combuskin?
That is gonna go in A. It is a bird, so it's gonna go up on the list.
It is in fact a bird. I'm gonna throw Combuskin. In C. Actually, I love the Torchic. Like, spoilers. I love Torchic. I love Blaziken. Combuskin's kind of weird. Okay. Yeah. It's a chicken, but it's kind of weird, and as it's designed, I don't love it.
That's I get that.
That being said, Marshchamp's A tier, easy.
I agree with that. Marshchamp is A tier.
Solid A tier.
He just looks so happy, and I can get behind that.
Yeah, he like embraces the teenager thing, but it's not like awkward. It's just like, yeah, he's adolescent.
Yes, exactly.
All right, we got a turtle, man.
Good point. All right, another turtle. Well, we're gonna go with S on the. Oh man, I know it's a Grovile. Grottle.
Yup, Turtwig is perfect. Grottle is pretty great. Not as great as Turtwig, but Grottle is pretty great.
I feel like if an Ivysaur ever met a Grottle, they would be best friends. I don't know why, but that's just how I feel in my head about it.
They would be best friends, and the Ivysaur would ride on the Grottle's back and then pick fruits, and then they would eat the fruits.
Oh, you
That's
thought about this a lot more than I have.
it
Okay.
was just a very vivid vision just flashed before my eyes when you said that. Yeah. Uh, I don't know, John. Then Monferno's B. I like Monferno more than Chimchar, like quite a bit. I think the tail helps a lot. Although we could get into the semantics of the fact that it's turning into a completely different like species of animals, but whatever, it's fine. I like the tail. I like the blue on the face. That little color is nice. And also, it learns Flame Wheel, which again, referring to the anime, is like just super cool seeing Monferno doing Flame Wheel all over the place.
Hmm. Okay. I'm actually gonna put Monferno at C tier.
Okay.
Uh, it's its design is okay. Just the blue around the face, and like you said, it just doesn't seem to really match
Oh, I
the
like
other
it.
two.
It's it's like an accent.
Yeah. Just didn't flow that way for me. But it's a okay design, but ultimately C tier for me.
Okay, John. I don't care what you're saying. I'm right. The blue looks good. Okay.
Clearly. All right. Uh, uh, sorry, Prinplup. Nearly
Yeah.
forgot the name of this one. Prinplup. And side conversations from my bird. Prinplup. We're gonna go ahead and put in B. It's okay.
In B.
It probably would have been C, but it's a bird, so it got a one up.
Yeah, I I like Prinplup well enough. I don't think my wife would forgive me for putting a penguin below B, so I'm gonna put Prinplup in B. It's fine. It's kind of awkward. I like its little like beak discs thing that goes over its head,
Mm-hmm.
but it is kind of awkward. All right, Servine, I think.
Yep, that's it.
Servine C. It's fine. That's
I agree. I agree. That's where I was gonna put Survine. Was C.
I mean, you got to give it some points. Like, it perfectly. It's a perfect transition from Snivy to Superior.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's kind of all it is. It's kind of boring. It doesn't have a lot of personality, or rather, the personality that it does have is the same one that Snivy and Superior have. Whereas like Mudkip to Marshtomp to Swampert, those are like three unique personalities, which are really interesting. And this line just kind of stays the same. And I think Servine is just like an example of that. I don't know. It's just not very interesting.
So real question: does Superior have arms, or does it eventually lose those? I've not quite noticed until I was thinking of Servine's, you
Yeah.
know,
So
model there.
in an effort to survive to evolve into the ultimate species, it decides to get rid of its hands, arms, legs, and feet, and it just
Mm,
becomes a snake.
a little danger noodle. Okay.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
all right.
I think
What's this next
Tepig is
one?
next. You go ahead.
Oh, is it not? Is it not called Pignite?
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. It's called
Okay.
a Pig Night. Tepig's the first one. My bad.
Right. Okay. Pignite. I'm gonna put that one on D. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
the design itself just looks. Eh.
Yeah, he's like got like a pro wrestler thing going on. Like he's cute, but it's not my cup of tea.
Right. Yeah. Same. I agree with that.
All right, Duat S tier, easily S tier. It's like a samurai.
I was to say it looks like a ninja samurai.
Yeah, it's like a samurai thing. So you know, Oshawott had that little shell that I can pull off and like attack
Mm-hmm.
with. You know,
Now
you
it's
see this
got
one.
two.
Yeah, he's got two, and he can like dual water blade, like dual wield water blades, and it's super cool.
All right. DeWatt's gonna be A tier for me.
A tier.
He doesn't have the happiness of Marstomp, but he has some seriousness and a great design to boot. So definitely A tier. All right.
I
The
agree.
one I'm gonna have trouble remembering the name of.
This is Quilladin.
Quilladin. We're gonna follow suit with Chespin and put it pretty low on the list. We'll go with F on this one.
Yeah, I've already put mine. This is my
Oh, I
least.
didn't even see.
This is my least favorite Pokemon. Like, bar none, this is my least favorite Pokemon. I
Hmm.
absolutely dislike it with the entirety of my being.
Hmm. That's understandable. It's
And
perfectly fine.
if you need me to explain it, then just look at him. That's that's all you just look at him.
Just look it up.
That's why I don't like him. Braixen. Braixen's gonna be I like Braixen well enough. Braixen's B. What about
Brixen's
you?
okay. I'm gonna put Brixen in C though.
Yeah. It
I like the idea behind it, but
it's very.
ultimately,
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I still think it's gonna be C tier for me.
Yeah, fair enough. It's very like anime, which we're talking about Pokemon anime, so what does that even mean in this context? But like it is. If you look at it, you know what I'm talking about. It's very anime. It has like a wand that it uses to shoot fire, which I like, and it
Mm-hmm.
sticks it in its tail, which makes it kind of looks like a witch's broom, which I also
Mm-hmm.
like. Um Not to spoil too much the next episode, but I don't particularly care for the final evolution of this line, but I think I like Braixen a good amount. Also, Braixen is in Pokken, the like Pokemon Tech and fighting game, and that's actually a pretty good time to play as Braixen in that one. But anyway, that brings us to Frogadier.
All right, it's mine or yours?
I think it's yours first.
All right. Frogadier. Frogadier. I would probably see this one was. There's a very loud bird going on behind me.
No, you're good.
Uh, I'm gonna put this one in S tier too.
S tier, okay.
Just amazing design, and it just seems like it has a scarf made of clouds. And,
Mm-hmm.
it's something I can get behind.
It's actually like foam, like water foam.
Oh, so it's like soft, nice and cool clouds. Got it.
I'm gonna put Frogadier in. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I like it. I don't like it as much as Froakie though. Something
Hmm.
about it. There's like an awkwardness to it that I just am not enjoying. But I mean, it's still solid design.
Right. Okay.
All right, Dartrix. Gotta be honest. When my Rowlet evolved, I was like, oh.
Disappointed.
I was like, That was the first time I considered, do I want this Pokemon on my team? But I decided to go through it. It reminds me of I know you don't watch Doctor Who, but it reminds me of the 11th Doctor,
Hmm.
Matt Smith,
Because of
because
his hair.
he's got the hair and the bow tie, which are like his signature things. But Dartrix, I want to put it in C. Like, I don't know that I like it that much less than Servine, but I don't
Hmm.
think I like it enough. Oh, sorry, Windows Defender. I don't think I
It's
like it.
defending us from bad decisions.
Yeah, D for Defender. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw Dartrix into D. Yeah, it just leans way too hard in the. Ooh, I'm in seventh grade. Ooh, I don't know. It's just too much for me.
I'm actually gonna put it in B. It's
Because it's a bird.
it's a it's a bird, so it's automatically in the good list. And then it just has I don't know. I when I see this Pokemon, I don't know. I feel the awkwardness. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I
Of this
completely.
Pokemon. Like it doesn't fit in compared to the other two. And I guess if it doesn't fit in, that means it's meant to stand out. And it kind of goes along with its type, grass flying. There's only, to my knowledge, one other line that does that, and that's Tropius.
Oh yeah, you're
So,
right. You're right.
so it definitely does stand out. Hope I'm not making a wrong assumption saying Tropius is the only other one, but I think it is.
I think so
But
too. So we'll be wrong
it's,
together.
it stands out enough where I think it's a B tier.
I think if it didn't have like the little hair swoop leaf thing, I would like it better. I think that like specifically is what decided whether I put it in C or D.
Yeah, if it didn't have that, it would probably be a S. If it just matched on both sides, it would probably be an S for me. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's okay.
So what about Torracat?
Okay, honestly, looking at that one and looking at Lytton, sorry, I need to compare them.
No,
Okay,
you're good.
so it gets more red,
Yes, correct.
but what's interesting if you compare the two models, the colors flip on the legs.
Mm.
Interesting. So it goes from black with the red stripes to red with the black stripes. So that's interesting. I don't know. We'll put Lytton in C for
Torracat's
me.
going to C. If you
Sorry, Torracat.
no, you're good. If you look closely, it has like a collar kind of thing, and there's like an
A little
orb.
bell.
It's an orb that's like filled with flames, so it's like supposed to be like a bell, But I
Hmm.
don't know. I didn't watch the Gen 7 anime, but I think it was important to Torracat for that flaming orb to be in good condition. Um, I like Torracat a lot. I think Torracat's probably the best of these middle evolutions for Gen 7. I'd probably put Torracat in B tier. B's getting kind of
Hmm.
full, but I really like Torracat. When they
You're
released
allowed
the
to do that.
when they released the middle evolutions for the Gen 7 starters, like before the games came out, I was like, oh,
Hmm.
I'm definitely picking Litten because Torracat looks amazing. And then I saw the final evolutions, and I was like, never mind. Um, and that brings us to Brionne, is how I say it. I don't know how you actually say it. Brionne is probably probably D tier for me too. It's about the same as Dartrix.
And I'm gonna put Brionne in F tier. Honestly,
Okay, why?
it's just a terrible design to me. I just did not enjoy it when I seen it. I was like very surprised at how bad it was.
You didn't like Populo very much either, did you?
I did not, and
Okay.
this just added on to that. So
Just
unfortunately, F tier for me.
yeah, just kind of a worse Popplio. It gets a lot more effeminate, which I think is interesting because most of the starters pretty are predominantly masculine, and I mean that like
Hmm.
the rate at which the genders spawn in the game, they're like more likely to be a boy, and then also a lot of their designs, like even on this page, like Charmeleon, I would say Ivysaur, Monferno, Crocodile,
Hmm.
like there's a lot of masculine design Pokemon. And Popplio's interesting because I guess Popplio's kind of neutral. I would say it's masculine, if anything. And then it just gets more and more effeminate as it evolves. So I think that's an interesting direction, and I think it's cool that like if there are really masculine Pokemon that can also be females, then sure,
Yeah,
the really effeminate females can, or feminine, I guess I should say.
I'm
Uh,
completely behind that. I just did not like the design of this one.
yeah, yeah. I'm just over explaining why I'm giving it like a little bit of credit because I don't really like this design either. It's got like a weird like triple tutu thing going on across its torso.
Right.
I don't know. All right, we're to Gen 8 with you. This is Thwacky.
Okay, he's gonna go in F as well. Just they had a very great design for Grookey. I liked the design for Grookey. Uh, Wacky, he just looks too elongated. It just doesn't fit correctly, and I just overall did not like that design
you're gonna
either.
you're gonna hate Dynamax Meowth if you haven't seen, or Gigantamax Meowth if you haven't seen that. If you hate
The
elongated Pokemon.
Well, there's a difference between that looks weird, but this, when I look at Thwacky, it just looks a little too elongated, not purposely done that way to make it look funny, which I
Right.
believe the Dynamax Meowth is done in that way. This one, it just seems a little too elongated compared to what I would think the design should be. But that's just a personal preference there. But overall, I just didn't think it was that good.
Fair enough. I like it. I like its weird, ugly green color. I like that it's got like a red mouth and red. It looks like he's wearing like cool gloves. He's got like red gloves with like green leaf bracelets going on. I don't know. To
Hmm.
me, Grookey's whole line is that they're like drummers, and to me he looks like classic like sleeveless shirt drummer wearing gloves for no reason and just like got lots of attitude. I like Thwacky. I think he's funny.
Hmm.
All right.
I can honestly tell you when I played through some of Sword and Shield, I did choose Grookey.
Uh huh.
However, I removed Thwacky from my team to make room for other Pokemon that I was interested in.
I have a similar story that we'll get to later. I don't blame you. Um,
Absolutely.
Reboot. Reboot's another one that kind of splits the line between D and C, but I think I'm gonna put it in C. I enjoyed my Reboot in when I played through Shield, but also I just gotta say Reboot is probably the worst name for any Pokemon on this list. Like that's a really bad name.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm actually gonna put Reboot in a B tier.
Okay,
It, uh,
because it's a
kind of
bird.
liking it. Exactly. No, it really pulls off the ninja look pretty well. the weird piece of tape between its eyes has now transitioned to more liken itself to a headband.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that design overall flows pretty well compared to the original Score Bunny. And I guess likening it to my last choice to put in B tier, it just stands out in a good way. And so for that one, that's why I put it in B tier.
Yeah, fair
And
enough.
mhm.
Rabuch just got. I mean, he's got the seventh grader who watches anime vibe. And
Yes,
don't get me
yes,
wrong,
he does.
I love anime. All right, side story. We were sitting in class the other day. I'm a teacher for anyone who's listening. We were sitting in class the other day, and some kid's phone starts going off, and it's just like anime characters yelling at each other. And I'm like,
Did you know the anime?
no, I didn't. I didn't. It was.
Oh,
I usually watch dub, and this was clearly Japanese. I had no idea what was going
oh,
on, but it was like this really quiet kid who doesn't seem like the type to watch anime. Not that you have to have a type to watch anime, but there's
yeah.
stereotypes exist for a reason. Sometimes don't use that out of context to make me sound like a terrible person. But yeah, he's got that seventh grader that watches anime vibes, and he like runs with his arms out behind him. I guess he doesn't because in this picture he's quite literally running, swinging his arms. But that's what I get from it. Anyway,
Yeah.
what is I have no idea what this one's name is.
Is this Drizzle? Hold on, Drizzile.
Drizzile?
Dri-
You
Do
could
you want me
have.
to spell it for you?
No, I mean I think I got it. I just don't remember this Pokemon at all.
That's okay. It's not worth being on the top of my list. We're gonna go ahead and put it in F tier as well.
F tier.
Yeah.
Um, just because no one deserves to be stuck with Quilladin, I'm gonna put it in D tier. So this whole line, Drizzile's whole line thing is they're like spies somehow. So he's wearing like gloves so he doesn't leave fingerprints, I guess is the thematic thing. But he's also got like this weird, I don't know
You know
what it
why?
is, if it's like a scale or something that's like a little hair flippy thing like Dartrix has, and as we've established that does not sit well with me. What were you gonna say?
It's wearing its sneaking suit. That's why it's got the gloves.
John, you can't keep talking about the sneaking suit. You gotta move on.
I can't.
Hey everybody, go watch our Metal Gear Solid backlog crew to understand this joke. It's only like 9 hours of listening, and then you'll understand this one joke. So please do that. All right, John.
Exactly.
Anything you want to change last second? Now that we're sitting here, we're looking at the list. Anything you want to change?
I'm gonna stick with my decisions on this one. I like where I put everything, and I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about mine. Some that I'm not sure about, like I kind of want to move Charmeleon up to B, but not really. I kind of want to,
Stick to your guns. It's okay.
yeah. I kind of want to move Marshtomp down. I kind of want to move Wartortle up. I wish. Hold on. I know what I need to do. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Hold on. This is worth it. I promise. It's gonna be. It's gonna be a. Oh no! I deleted. All right. All right. That's what I.
That's exactly what you wanted. Don't you lie to anyone. That's exactly what you wanted.
I was trying to make a tier below F to put Quilladin in, but I just deleted him off the list entirely.
Is that not even better?
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching another episode of Untitled Tier List videos. I don't know. All right, we're gonna do at least one more of these where we do the final evolutions of all the starters. So, thank you for watching, and remember, Quilladin's a bad Pokemon. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. I really didn't mean to do that.